that educate a girl and change the world. But truly in the world that we live in, education for girls has become a privilege rather than a right, as they struggle to afford quality access to education. Umeed 1000 Clyclothon is not just an initiative, it is a movement of people united by a purpose to make a difference in the lives of marginalized communities. With that thought, may I invite on stage Ms. Shanta Gandhi to take us through this amazing journey of the cyclone.
Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, and it's really a pleasure to see the colorful setup. Most importantly, I would like to take you back in time. We started our first Umeed 1000 in the year 2014. We completed 6 years, true to RBL Bank's philosophy of Apnoka Bank. Umeed 1000 is a testimony of our mission statement of community as a cause. What we have achieved in the last 6 years, thanks to participation by our employees, our management, most importantly our partners and all our extended family of RBL Bank, is creating a school called the Udbhav RBL School in 2019. The intention of the Clyclothon is to raise awareness about girl-child education. Most importantly, it's also an attempt by the bank to raise funds to support a girl. Because when you support a girl, you support a family, and when you support a family, you support a nation. Our intention by 2030 is to set up 10 Udbhav RBL schools. While I give you this context, let me also tell you that in this changing phase of the COVID era, RBL Bank wanted to keep the theme alive. And therefore, this year we have a combination of not doing a long distance cycling, but what we are really doing is we've created 4 teams. 4 teams are being led by 4 lead cyclists, 3 employees and 1 external cyclist. And all these 4 of them will attempt individually along with their teams, who will also individually cover 1000 kilometers in the next 14 days. What we want to achieve out of this is create our second Udbhav RBL school and impact another 1000 girls as the years go by. In RBL Bank, Umeed 1000 and the CSR objective is to make the women sustainable for the future. It's not about educating them till 10th standard and then leaving them to fend for themselves. We will support them till they graduate, either through a medical profession or an engineering profession. We also have a tie-up with Ashoka University, where our Mission 25 students of the school will make it to some of the large institutes in this country and will eventually become sustainable to give back to society and pay forward. So please, I welcome all of you for this morning's event and look forward to see 1000 kilometers. The journey begins today and will end in the month of December on the 11th. Our closing ceremony will happen on the 15th of December, where we will hand over the check. Look forward to more donations and more participation. I also take this opportunity to wish all the cyclists all the best. And we have 127 internal cyclists, and we have lots of them externally who will be cycling this expedition. So thank you everyone for being part of this, and look forward to real Umeed 1000 becoming a reality.
Thank you so much for that. Let me now invite on stage the man who's been driving the spirit of RBL Bank's philosophy of Apnoka Bank. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Rajiv Ahuja, Executive Director, RBL Bank.
Thanks, Sharanya. Actually, it's not I who's driving the spirit. It's people here and thousands others. First of all, what a way to start a Friday. Beautiful weather, sunshine, and amazingly high energy. I'm not normally a mornings person, but this time I woke up a little early, and I'm so glad I did. Each Umeed 1000 is something unique. The first 1 or 2 were very tentative. We didn't know where we'll end up. Every time we've had to innovate, and this time the innovation on the format, on the fervor, and how we went about doing it is very unique and tells you that if your purpose, if your objective is extremely pure, we find a way. Yeah, and the fact that we had a virtual cyclothon or virtual walkathon for weeks before this, and now we're doing the cyclothon, tells you that anything is possible if your spirit, your purpose is extremely strong and good. So I don't want to take too much of time, but I really want to thank all of you, because this is a big commitment. This is tough going, and a lot of you are going to cycle over the next 14-15 days, and keep that spirit of that girl child whom we all have met in our lives, and the thousands and thousands of others who are looking towards people like us to give them a chance, to give them the opportunity to actually be in the same place as we are sitting here today, to be able to make a contribution to some other girl child who's also aspiring to do well. I also want to thank Shubroto and Vijay, who I know they've been as integral to RBL Umeed 1000 for the last several years, and to the other partners we have, because this is a endeavor which can only multiply if you have well-meaning friends. There is I was just scrolling my mobile phone, and I'm a lazy guy, so I don't put a wallpaper, and every 5 minutes Samsung publishes an ad for me, and today is Bruce Lee's 80th birthday, interestingly. And for many of us who've grown up in those times, Bruce Lee is an icon of somebody fighting and creating a name, and he had an amazing quote, and I've just looked it up, so please don't ascribe it to me. He talks about be like water. Water makes a cup, water makes a bottle, water makes a teapot. A water can flow, a water can crash. And I think this shape of Umeed 1000 is the water, is the energy you are giving it to it. So Umeed 1000 is nothing beyond you all and the thousands of girls we have impacted. So guys, fantastic. Really proud of your commitment in these times, and let's forge ahead and stay safe. Thank you so much.
Can we please have Mr. Shubroto Roy, Senior Vice President Corporate Communications and CSR, HDFC Life.
And good morning, everyone. Good morning. I just love this energy in this place. We've been chatting, Shanta and I, we've been chatting in the morning. It's inspiring to see how a small little personal story involvement has become so infectious that it's gone beyond just individual, and corporates are coming together. So kudos to RBL Bank for really backing up an idea. It's a privilege for us to be here this morning. Thank you, Mr. Ahuja. Thank you, Shanta. Thank you, Vani, and all the management of RBL Bank for hosting us today this morning. It's a privilege for Vijay Vaidyanathan, who heads our bank assurance businesses, and myself to be here and just soak in this wonderful environment. So I really wish I could bring all my colleagues here to just see what we can do together as one team. But I promise you today, this morning, that when I go back, I'll be announcing this entire cyclothon to our folks, and we'll be opening this up to 22,000 plus employees across the country, and they will be having an access to the app that you have created. This is what you call collaboration. This is what you call working together. This is talking about nation building. I would just want to tell you this, that this is just not about cycling. Every cyclist, you are nation building. You are, as they say, as we say in HDFC Life, Swabiman is our CSR wing, and I have the privilege of leading that along with my other commitments. We say that giving gives back something bigger. So when you give, to simply put, when you give something, you get back something bigger. Which means that, as in one of the holy books it says that as you sow, you will reap. And therefore today what we are doing is we are sowing RBL Bank is using all its strength and might, along with partners like us, to push it through the circle of influence that we have as corporates, to push it through. And then people like you and me are responding to it. We are getting fit in the bargain. And fitness is one goal, and making a difference is another goal to the people who are not as privileged as you and I are. And lastly, I think the girl child, imagine you are investing in the life of a young girl who probably would have never gone to school. The bondage of poverty, cycle of not having access to proper schools. HDFC Life, along with RBL Bank, has supported over 688 children such as this for the last 4 years. And we want to do much more together, because this is not about two companies, it's about nation. It's about us coming together, and I would invite more and more partners from across board to join RBL Bank and take this to the next level. So my best wishes to each and every one of you: cycle your heart out, achieve not just 1,000, but have that hope, that Umeed to do much more than that, and stay safe, be safe on the roads, and have a lot of fun, and keep inspiring us. Shanta, I just want to declare this publicly. This work that you're doing is inspirational and is infectious. I was telling her that since I saw this last year, I wanted to run a similar program at our end. And I'm sure we will soon do that with help from Shanta, and to take this ahead and have more such evangelists moving around this country, doing their little part to crowdsourcing great power of collaboration and coming together. So my best wishes to all of you. Have a wonderful day, great cycling, and look forward to the closing ceremony. Thank you so much.
सर आप थोड़ा अंदर आ जाइए. Okay. Show some josh. Come on guys. Hip hip. Hip hip.